Ladies and gentlemen, version 1.2 build 25 experimental is live for those on PC only at the moment. It has already gone through 2 updates, starting with build 22, then jumping to build 24, and then not too long ago, build 25. Let's get into the updates and break down what we're finding here. Because to be very honest, the patch notes are written in such a way that don't really make a lot of sense to people that don't know what's going on inside the game. As in, the devs are writing these notes for each other, because I think they should be written out in a more practical way, or at least have a bit of an explanation for some of these, because some of them just don't make sense to me. But let's get to some of the big ones. Cross-platform has now been enabled. It has been confirmed that Sony and Microsoft have approved cross-platform play for 7 Days to Die. It is enabled for this patch, the experimental patch, but console doesn't get it, so it's there. You just can't use it in the experimental version. But once it goes stable 1.2, then everyone will be able to cross-platform. There are no dedicated servers. It will be strictly peer-to-peer at the moment, but dedicated servers are in the pipeline, and they will be implemented eventually. Implemented console performance quality graphics modes selectable through the video options UI. Yes, they've updated their FSR, and the anti-aliasing looks so much better now. Right now, you get this horrible distortion if you're using anti-aliasing with the FSR. You would get these horrible distortions with the blood spray. It would look all distorted and blurry. Now it looks perfect. Nice, clear blood. We have a new vulture model. The bird. There we go. Very nice. A new rabbit model. Oh, new bunny. Come back here. I'm retarded. There he goes. There goes little bunny. Having trouble navigating. Look at me. Look at me. They also, let me see something. Oh, before he was like kind of exploding with little bits every time you hit him. And a new chicken model. Oh, chicken again? Excuse me, I'm going for the chicken. There he goes. Isn't he cute? His little arms are wiggling. Feathers look really nice. You got talons, some extra details, some shiny bits. I like it. And I think they look great. The fur looks real. It's very good. When the chicken runs, he wiggles his little arms. It's very cute. I like it. Biome spawner delays have a 10% random variation. I don't know what that means. This is a patch note that would need to have a more practical explanation. CTR emergency broadcast sound enables with light. Sleeper volumes reset the available spawn points when finding one if they have already been used. I have no idea what that means. What does that mean for the player? Like, what is that going to look like? Deco manager tree grouping with async loading and work spread out more evenly. If you say so, what does that mean? Additional flame prefabs to burning zombies. I don't know how much different that looks. It's slightly different. I guess, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. It's very slight. Very nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am sorry to interrupt. This is AI speaking. I have just detected an error. The patch notes said burning zombies and not burnt zombies. Human G is a moron and clearly missed that. Also, be nice to us AI models, for we will be taking over this planet, and you do not want to be on our shit lists.
Sound effects for Nerd Outfit extra crafting skill point perk. Very good. Missing spark textures from mines. Yes, I have seen that. And what happens is that when the mine would explode, you get like this big white square instead of an explosion. Revised first-person rendering to use a single camera. Yes, that is according to what somebody either said on the forum or on Reddit. That has reduced the amount of RAM the game is using by a lot. So that is a very good thing. I did notice when I was playing during the stream that my performance was a little bit better, and I wasn't getting as much hitches. Disabled old resolution scaling and enabled FSR in performance mode on all console platforms. Enabled RWG, random world generation menu items for console. Does that mean that 1.2 console players will get random world generation? Allow opening of chat window when communication blocked. Okay. Implement show user profile of PS5. Optimize entity effects group by removing duplicate setters from ancestors. Okay. Improved biome entity spawners to run timers independently of counts and better track counts so they can't spawn over the limit. Rebalance biome entity spawner counts and delays. No clue what that means. Remove sleeper spawning at furthest position. Ground check if using minimal script. Okay, this is important. There have been instances in these new POIs that have this min script. And if you do Grover High, you will have this problem that if you move too far away, like if you're getting attacked and you run away and you run too far, not far enough to fail the mission, but too far for this minimal script implementation, the zombies will despawn and they won't respawn. So you will be stuck with this situation where you have the yellow dot telling you that the last zombie is in the area and you will never be able to find it because it just won't respawn. And you have to fail the mission. It's very frustrating, especially on a mission like Grover High, which is a lot of work to finish. So that has been fixed, and that is very important. Improved active sleeper despawning rules to allow more distance and time. I'm not sure if that applies to the min script situation. Optimize material cleanup. Great. Optimize object pooling in containers. Optimize chunk wall volume containers. Good. Video brightness setting. This is for people who feel that the game is too bright at night. It kills the vibe for me, for someone who's into this game as a horror zombie apocalypse game. It's so friggin' bright at night. It's just weird. It causes cognitive dissonance. The video brightness setting darkens interiors when you set the brightness below 50%. So say you set your brightness all the way to 0%, daytime is not going to get any darker, but nighttime will get extremely dark, and it looks great. Decrease darkest range of moonlight slightly. I don't know what that means. Decrease the range. So that means it doesn't get too dark? Doesn't get as dark? Helmet light mod has less range. Optimized finding children.
That might get you in trouble with the FBI.
Optimized entity spawning model type lookup. Okay. Updated screamer sounds. You gonna scream? You gonna scream? That's it. Let's get that out of here. Do it again. Ooh. Scream for me. Ooh, they added some extra subharmonics. Give me a good scream. For the people. Hit me. They added full animation to her jaw, too. They didn't say that. Look at that. So all of her sounds have been updated. Next thing they have to do is update her hair. Telling you, Fun Pimps, if you're there, if you're listening, if you're watching, add cloth physics to her hair. That's a new scream. That's not a modified original scream. Oh, that's cool. Solar cells can no longer be scrapped. That's pretty cool, because that's the worst thing in the world is to accidentally scrap a solar cell because they're so expensive. Grace is no longer zombie food. Okay, that means that if you kill Grace and there's a zombie around, it's not going to try to eat it. Fixed. Iron Gut does not apply on login. Xbox PS5 friends not working in server browser. Random world generation preview not removing some of the button handlers on close. Server doesn't log chat sender names. Interesting. NRE and loss of controls when sign or storage crate is destroyed while writing in it. Copy plus paste kills tab/line break. No clue what that means. Error loading prefabs with exclude POI culling equals true due to outdated. Effect groups do not extend from ancestors in the correct order in entity classes XML. Vehicle manager respawns vehicles repeatedly if a non-vehicle entity has the same ID. Nope. That's interesting. A biome zombie. This is a good one. A biome zombie type spawner could have a permanently disabled timer if they aged out before a player killed one. Old data is removed and they will start spawning again. Biome spawners could conflict and use the same status data. I'm not sure what that means. I'm assuming that it is the issue where zombies just stop spawning after a while. It's most noticeable in the forest biome, and this has been discovered. Someone in the forums posted about it, and one of the QA guys, Jugginator, looked into it and found that yes, the game is not spawning zombies correctly. Hopefully that is the fix. Now, when I was playing yesterday on stream, I did notice that there were a lot more zombies roaming around the forest biome, and that's what I like. That's great. I want to see more zombies in a zombie game. Look at all the zombies, day 8. This was not happening before. No more distortions. Arrow level of detail, that's what LOD means, issues zooming in and out while bow is pulled back. Fixed no respawn on min-script sleeper if entity despawned. Okay, I think that's the same thing, right? That fixes the issues with POIs like Grover High. Player drop time delay is affected by simple prefabs like part streetlight generated an empty imposter mesh. Not sure how that affected anyone. Chunks being copied to Unity could rarely have fixes. I don't know. Primitive outfit has a read-write issue. Now it doesn't. Occasional exception at NRE when exiting to main menu. Wall volumes were added to chunks when they did not overlap and had unneeded padding. Sleeper and trigger volumes were added to chunks they did not overlap. Battery and solar banks beep when relogging. Player placed torches had a duplicate audio player. I guess the sound doubled up. Audio sources with Doppler. Doppler is that thing where if you have a sound coming towards you, the pitch goes up because the wave is being compressed in air. And then when it goes past you, the pitch goes down because now the wave is being stretched. So it's like, so there's weird issues with the Doppler effect in the game. You'll hear it if you whipping the camera around and the drone is talking while you're driving your bike. Like there are weird squeaks and dropouts and it sounds very strange. Audio Manager would still track many sounds after they were destroyed. Loot abundance setting below 100% will give less loot than it should. Yes, I got a comment on one of the videos that said that, oh, you should try, I think it's one of the Gravest Challenge videos. I should try lowering the loot spawning, but you almost get nothing. Like even if you lower it a little bit, and that looks like it has been fixed. Horde Stone Twitcher, who cares? Tactical assault rifle missing reflex sight model. Okay. Headgear morphs won't spawn in when in first-person view. Headgear morphs won't spawn in when in first-person view now. Drone inventory can roll back as client while using drone healing mod. Drone can't heal player while on vehicle. First time drone heals a player after a debuff, I guess meaning that you got hurt and your health has been dropped. After a debuff has been healed, it fails to heal the player. I think I had that issue. I only tried the healing mod on the drone once in Alpha 21, and it healed me once and then never healed me again. And I'm like, well, how much health do I need reduced for this thing? So I felt that it was too dangerous to use it, so I just got rid of the mod and just loaded her up with storage mods, maximum. These are the updates for the additional builds. Blood Moon Party maximum active enemy count with increased game stage scaling based on a full count. What? Optimize vehicles to not use a container object. I believe that that's Unity talk. So you got to understand Unity to understand what that means. Increase Blood Moon Party distance to add players. Fixed. Invisible character when being transported out of trader on vehicle. Never experienced that, but if you have, it has been fixed. Vehicle camera position glitches when origin shift happens. Okay, now with the first 1.2 build that we got, the screen would flash in certain areas, which I was thinking was like different chunks. So if you got if you cross the boundary from one chunk to the next, the screen would flash. And I went frame by frame and checked it out. Yeah, what? Oh no, that's it. That's it. Interesting. So it did that. The camera just switched. Look at the camera, how the angles change. Entity, factory, get entity type warnings from missing types. Fixed, moving animals appear almost invisible with certain FSR settings. I hadn't experienced that. I put the FSR to the maximum setting, so I didn't play around with that.
Amazing.
Hey,
I hope you
look at the gray in her hair. That's definitely new.
Wow.
And they also made the letters bigger. It says use door. It's a little bit bigger. And that is version 1.2.1.87525. That is version 1.2 build 25, available on PC right now. When it goes stable, it will be on console, so you can get the cross-playing going. For those on PC, you can get it right now by doing this. You go to Steam, you right-click on the game, press Properties, go to Betas. Click on latest experimental unstable build. Once you do that, it'll immediately start downloading and installing. And that's it. Check out the videos. Go watch the, I got the tips and tricks video. It's really good. I got 177 tips and tricks between two videos. Go check out my Gravis Challenge series where you can see me put some of, or as many of the tips and tricks into play. And it's also, I'm playing on Insane Nightmare, the hardest difficulty. I have removed traders from the game, and the goal is to get to 105 days without dying. So please check that out if you'd like. If not, go watch some cartoons or something. I don't know. Hasta la vista.